Hey guys, it's Cindy over at paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I am working on, I can't believe it. Guys, we are up to day 50. We made it. This is day 50, and I think it's going to be out on time. I mean, I'm recording now, but yeah, I've caught up to myself though, because tomorrow is day 50 and I'm recording in the evening the night before. I was sick, so I didn't get to, get myself ahead. But I'm feeling better now, so I figured I'd come down here and we would try to stay on track. So today's make from Tina's list is, wait, let me get my list. I wrote them down. I write them down a couple at a time. Flap fold outs is what she calls these. And basically it's one of those fold out things that we've done in the past. But it's got a special little flap on it. Looks almost like an envelope, like a faux envelope fold. I have paper here. This is some scrapbook paper that you may recognize from when we were doing a project a while back that I needed 8.5 by 11 sheets for. And so I just went ahead and coffee dyed the other side so that it would be ready for journaling or decorating or whatever we end up doing with it. I also got a piece of music sheet out. This is already kind of aged, so I don't know that I'll coffee dye it or anything. I think it's just going to get used the way it is. I have a couple of practice ones over here that I'll pull in a second. Scissors, string, brads. I have brads over here. So I have those. And I have some cardstock for punching circles out of. Yeah, so basically what this is, I'm going to set this off to the side kind of like that, and we're going to look at this. So basically what this is you're going to fold it in thirds. Okay, and she says make this come right up against you want it right up against. Okay, so you fold it into thirds. Now, you're going to cut it about halfway. So you want a flap that doesn't go all the way to the edge. This actually goes further than the edge. So you're going to cut this about halfway across. Okay. Oh, I so did not cut that straight. We're going to have to get the trimmer out, guys, because my cutting, look at that. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay, trimmer. I don't want to really take any more off of it, but I feel like if I don't, it's just going to be a mess, so. All right. Okay, so you do like that. Okay. Sorry about all the interruptions here at the beginning. So here's what you have so far. So you've got a narrow envelope fold like we've done in the past, right? I use my computer to do recording. It's a pop-up ad. Okay. So we have the envelope fold, like I was saying, and we now will take this. I'm going to unfold mine because this is the easiest way for me to do this and make it even. You're going to fold it and have the edges meet, but don't actually crease it. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, the fold for your flap, my fold is right there. I'm going to go below that. It doesn't have to be very far below it, maybe half an inch below it, something like that. Okay, and then you're just going to cut yourself a flap. Okay, and then when you fold it up, it just has this little flap, almost like a little purse or clutch or something. Okay, so you've got this little flap here. Now, on the back, you have to decide whether it bothers you that you can then see. I was looking for a way, if you had longer pieces of paper, you might be able to triple fold it. And if you triple folded it, this would be what you would see here. But there's not really enough here to triple fold and get it, because you didn't take that much off. Okay, so we're just going to get that folded. So we're going to fold some more and get them trimmed and ready. And then we will try and put them together and decorate them and all that. Okay, so fold and then fold right up to your line, right up to your, or the edge of your paper, so that the edge of your paper is in your crease. Okay, and then and then I'm going to take this flap and fold it in about half. Just eyeballing center and saying, okay, we're going to fold it right about there. Maybe we're going to cut it right about there. All right, and then I'll take that and put it off to the side. Well, I've got the trimmer up here. Maybe we should just keep this going. So we'll fold up against it, and then cut this in half. Cutting it somewhere around half seems to be seems to work okay. So it doesn't look straight, but we've said it before, my eyeballs are crooked, so I'm not going to worry about it. All right, and then we're going to do this one. And fold it up against its crease straight, please. That'd be good. Okay, and then we cut this in half. I made that one, this one's narrower, I think, than the others, because that's a really big flap, which means I might want to go a little more than half on this one. Okay, and then that's a strip. Okay, and then we have that. Now, for the music paper, I haven't done anything with this one, so it's not coffee dyed. It is kind of like double-sided paper, though, because there's music on both sides. So I don't have to worry about I'll show you what I was talking about, though, I think, with the... Okay, so all I did was tuck that in on itself, and I made my flap. See the flap? So this one triple folds, and then has the flap, I think. Oh, I didn't get that close enough. Okay, and then has a flap, like that. All right, so that one's triple folded. Okay, look. It's being difficult. Okay, there we go. All right, now, let me set this aside, and we'll do all of our trimming. So basically what we do is we unfold it. This one's got 3 flaps, and I'm going to go like this, and we're still going to cut the little flap the same way. Bring my edges together, don't crease the paper. We've done this before for envelope flaps. If you wanted a rounded envelope flap, you could do this. Okay, go below your crease. Oh, I did all kinds of choppy with that. Let's see if we can't clean that up a little bit. Smooth it out some. That's a little better. Okay, and then we fold it up, and you've got this little, just a little flap that comes over the side. Okay. All right, so that one's cut. This one's cut. Let's cut these other 2. How's everybody doing? I can't believe I'm up to 50 days. I'm a little dumbfounded that I was able to keep this going for 50 days. I'm trying to think of anything exciting that has happened since the last time. Well, I told you I was sick. So, yeah, that. I don't necessarily know that that's considered exciting. But yes, I was sick. Actually, everybody was sick. I think I mentioned in one of the other videos that we came home, and my daughter and my son that went to visit my parents and my sisters and stuff, they both came home sick. Okay, got a little flap there. I was the last one to get it. I didn't keep it very long. I'm feeling a little bit better. I was only sick for about a day, maybe. You can still hear, I think, my voice is a little rough. I'm kind of curving this in and not necessarily cutting it diagonal, kind of curving up. And then you can make this little flap here narrow if you want to. I mean, whatever shape it comes out is fine. And then I had a couple here that I did ahead of time. So these were some scrap pieces of paper that I just did what I could with. And you can see this flap is a little more narrow. And I took them and I coffee dyed them with the rest. So we've got that one. And then I did this piece of paper, which I... Coffee dyeing apparently takes the fold out. Excuse me. I might actually have to go get something to drink, guys. And then I did a little one. And we might try... I have some scraps. So if you've got scraps sitting around, like I have this scrap piece of cardstock. This is 12 by 12. So we might be able to do this will be a better example of if you fold it 3 times to get your flap. Let's fold, maybe. I don't know. I have to see if it's long enough. I think it will be. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we fold it like that. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do the cut it in half step, but I'm just going to cut it when I curve it. So I'm going to do I'm just going to curve it low so it cuts all that excess off like that. Ooh, that is choppy. Okay, but when you do this, notice that you don't have the white because it's got an extra fold in there. Because normally it would just be the back of that piece. And that's where it would come. But because you have that extra piece in there, it gives you, it covers those white corners up. That's something to consider. I mean, whatever your preferences are on that sort of thing. That's really all you're looking for, is just a small little flap that comes over the edge like that. Okay, so now, and then I had this one. I cut something out of here, so let's see if this cut is straight, which it probably isn't. Okay. Got a corner. We'll try and make that our flap corner because then it'll get cut. Okay, so we're going to fold. I'm just trying to eyeball. Wait. We can fold up further than that. Let's fold up like that. And then fold this down like this. That's something else. Because the flap gets cut, you can make your bottom a little wider if you want. Then you don't have to trim as much off. Okay, and then we're going to cut down here. Oh, that's all choppy again. Why do I keep turning corners as I cut? Instead of doing a curve, it's like I'm getting to a point and I'm turning a corner. So it's making sharp spots. Okay. And then there you'll see the white because we only had the 2. Okay. Now that one, of course, I wasn't planning on. So this isn't coffee dyed or treated, and neither is this. But, I mean, that can come later down the road. Okay, now the next step in all of this is to close it. and then maybe decorate the inside or do whatever it is you're going to do. Now on the coffee dyed ones, you don't really have to do anything, but you can. And on the rest of them, we just need to close them up. So I did have already cut. So if you put a circle, and you're going to need, this is just paper. This is not cardstock. The only one I made out of cardstock was this one. Okay, so the rest of them are all just paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to put we're going to put a circle in here. Let me get something you'll need if you're going to do it this way. Something to punch a hole with. Okay, and then you stick your brad through. Well, good job, Cindy. You lost it. All right, and then we're going to open it up. And push it down. Okay, and then we have this little guy. And all you got to do is attach a piece of string. So we're going to take a piece of string. And we're going to clip it. Okay, and you're going to tie it around here like you would if you were starting a policy envelope, right? And you're going to tie a knot. Make sure it goes underneath. All the interruptions we've had, I may have to interrupt again and go get something to drink because my throat is... Okay, look. Okay. So we tie our knot, and then you can clip this piece off. And then basically what you've got is you do this, you wrap this around a couple of times. Well, maybe just one time. How many ever, it depends on how long you make your string. And then you wind it around your, like a policy closure. I might have made my disc too small. But it holds it closed, is the point. So that's how we do these. So let's look at putting some form of policy closure on some of the other ones. I don't know if we'll use this. I might have to get some more cardstock because I don't know that I want it all to be straw paper looking. Because it's on the outside where you can see it. So, I mean, like I don't want that on there. The other thing you can do though, and I don't have the option with those, but because we cut these strips off, you can always, and let's get the bigger, since we're doing bigger things. I didn't cut any well, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need 4 of these. We can also do the polka dot one because I see some polka dot scraps sitting here, so we can do that one. All right, and basically then what we're going to do, oh, and we can do this little guy. So I need another one. So basically what we're going to do is just so that they're decorated and they look better with the paper is we're going to punch some of these out. Now what I might do with this one is this yellow polka dot paper has these flowers on it. And I was thinking it might be kind of cool to get to one of them. So if I got in here like this, and that's what I'll cover one of them with. Oh, no, because I know what I want to decorate that with. That's not going to work. Okay, let's rethink. Sorry, I'm not trying to confuse anybody, but we could do that. It's kind of an interesting little flourish. Okay. Now, you're not necessarily going to want to use the paper that this, like, I'm not necessarily going to match them to the paper that they came from. Excuse me. And the only reason I say that is because I've got the option not to. So it might be kind of fun to put them on other things. All right, then what you're going to do is you're going to cover all your circles so that they look nice. Your other thing that you might want to do is figure out a way to cover your brad. Again, because I have all this paper and it's coffee dyed, I can just punch a circle, flip it over, and glue it, which we may or may not do. I have to see. It also will depend on the brads that we choose, because some of the brads, the wings are big, so we might have to punch a bigger piece. Okay, so we'll glue that down to cover that one. So let's see, I told you it was the evening before. Tomorrow is day 50, so I am filming the evening before this goes up. We have been recovering from yesterday. I was pretty much in bed all day. I mean, I got up and did a few things here and there, but I was pretty much in bed all day. I felt awful. And mostly today it's my throat. So I don't know. But yeah, so, and then today I got up and I edited day 49's video and uploaded it so that it would go up in time for you to see it. But this might be the evening before day 49. I might be 2 days ahead of you. I'm telling you, know, I think I might still be a little sick. I can't think straight. What else? Let's see. My daughter has gone back to school, sort of. She's kind of doing, I've kind of left this week to, it looks like the public schools haven't gone back yet. Not that that's necessarily what I'm basing it on, but it looks to me like they haven't. And what I did with her was I've kind of been giving her instructions. This is kind of a catch-up week. Like anything that needed to be done before Christmas break that didn't quite get finished. And if you count, you know, this week as still being part of Christmas break, because New Year's was the middle of the week. So, yeah, then she is just kind of playing catch up, and then we'll see how that affects the rest of the year later down the road. But so anyway, you know what? I might glue that to a piece just because it might look really cute on this green one. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, no, that's not going to work. I don't have any more of the green paper. It's all. The other thing you could do is if you didn't like the cardstock that you're using, you could always just glue one of these upside down with, what do you call it? The coffee dyed side, and just put a coffee dyed dot on there. I mean, that's also, so, I know, like you guys need an example of this. But I just figured I'd just in case I'm looking at doing one of these and I can't figure out what to use. This might be useful, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So you could just do this, and then instead of you just put it that way. And you get just a coffee dyed spot. And then if you wanted to, you could stamp it or, you know, ink it or whatever, because it's kind of neutral territory. All right, let's see. So where are we? All right. So now the next step is to decide what we want on each one of these. I'm going to lay those two off to the side. We need to work on these ones because they all kind of mix. Oh, I might be able to put this one here. Maybe? I haven't decided what I'm decorating this with, and that would give me a starting point, kind of. I don't know. I might hold off and put a piece of lace or something on there first and then put that on. Okay, so basically what we want to do is we want to decide what's going on which. We have to figure out which dots we want where. But I was thinking some of the stuff we might be able to do to kind of tie the dots in, but not, you might be able to put something on the flap first. So, like for example, if I glue this lace on here, and then I put, say, a dot on top of it. But I don't know if that would interfere with the string, actually, now that I think about it. So I think this one is going to be the hardest to place and also the hardest to use. They might just have to go on their own. Which ones of them look okay with just the yellow? Oh, that could use just a yellow. Okay, so let's do that one first. I'm going to move the lace. Yeah, I was thinking maybe you could put the lace in there, but I think the lace would interfere with the string. I'm not positive about that. But I'm not sure I want to go through the process of making one of these and then find out that, yes, it interferes with the string. I'm looking for, okay, here's my box. Ooh, I have brown ones. I'm going to use some of these on here because it allows me to use a bigger, longer feet, or whatever you call those things. Okay, so this is about middle. All right, and we'll stick it right there, and then we'll stick this through. Well, there we go. Okay, and then we turn it over and we open it up. And then we have our brad on there, our circle. Flatten it out. There we go. All right, and that's where our string will go. So put that one up there. Now, oh, that's the coffee dyed one. What did I say that was going to go on here, maybe? Actually, it would look really cute on there because it just looks like a bigger version of that. Do I have yellow or do I just have... Oh, I have this pale yellow. Hold on, hold on. Trying to eyeball middle again. Okay, so I am still, like I said, sick. Trying to think of where I was in my talking. Alright, so that's another one. Now, this one. Can I put this on here? Maybe I should put this one on here. I think I am going to put this on here. Let's see. This thing. Or maybe a lime green thing. I have this. Ooh, maybe that. Okay. So we're going to stick it. I don't know if I should stick it in the middle of the thing or the middle of the flower. I feel like the illusion will be okay with me sticking this kind of in the middle of a flower. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Now, what that means for me tying string under there, I don't know. All right, so that's that one. Okay, and then let's see what we want to do with these. This one could take any one of these. So like I could put that on there. I might just swap these two. So that's probably going to be my best bet. I might put yellow on there. I love yellow and blue together. I could put the blue one here. And then what do I do with this one? Would it be okay on the green? Maybe. Okay, So this is what we got. Now we just got to put brads. I've got blue brads. Uh-oh, I'm losing one under the... Might put that there. See what else we got. Green. Okay, so that's all my brads picked. Alright, so I started watching, or rewatching rather. I finished watching the series Inspector Morse on BritBox. I don't want to give anything away because, I mean, if you decide you want to go watch it, if you haven't already seen it, I don't want to spoil anything. I did notice while I was in there that they are making the last season of Vera. Vera was one of my faves, so I'm kind of upset that they're packing that one in, but I'm okay with it. I'm not, you know, I get it, but I really like that show. Okay, these are fun. I like these. Okay, and then we're just gonna have to tie string around. Oh, we're just gonna have to tie string around them. Of course, I might decorate first, and then, because I already gave you the idea with the string, but I want to get these on here because I have to decorate around these. I don't necessarily have to decorate around string. Okay, and we have that one, and then one more. Well, I haven't done the music one. I'll just see. I had to go upstairs a few minutes ago. I should have gotten something to drink while I was up there. I don't want the hole to be wider than it needs to be. Okay. All right, now, okay, so for in here, I've done some punching, so I can't really use this the way Tina did with the one that she did, which I really liked. She did a long, thin pocket right here so that you could tuck a card into a long pocket, but I think I punched all my strips, so I can't really do that. But you could put a pocket on the edge here. I mean, you just put a pocket there, and then everything else is journaling space. I need to stop. I watch myself sometimes when when I'm editing the videos, and I stand there and I'm like moving the paper and my fingers all over the place, and I'm just kind of standing there not doing anything. Yeah. I'm like, hey, get on with it. So sometimes you see edits there just because I feel like I'm standing there too long doing nothing. I'm not saying anything, I'm not doing anything, I'm just staring and wiggling my fingers on paper a lot. I'm like, hey, move it. Mostly it's me trying to make a decision, but, you know. Take extra, excess glue. I see it. There we go. Alright, and then we'll cut this off here. So we have a little pocket. Okay. Okay, so decoration-wise, what would we do for decorations? Let's see. Like I said, I kind of like this lace. I'm wondering if I could put a bit on there, like so. Put it through these scissors. We're going to try and tear it. You ready? I don't know how well that worked, but got some lace to put there. Okay, now I'll be able to use one of these tickets though. Oh, like the telephone. Let's put that on there. Maybe. being difficult. Okay. So, like that. And these. So down in here somewhere, I mean, there's a tiny one. Do I not have a bigger one than that? I keep wanting to rummage through here, but I don't want to pull all these out. Like, this would be insane to clean up. And I don't have anything to stick them in. Oh my goodness, I can't get hold of that phone. Okay, so we have this guy. I would love to know why that's not sticking all of a sudden, or why it's being difficult all of a sudden. That's actually too small, too big to go in there. Okay. So I'll put that there, and a mess going on over here, don't I? What am I looking for? Come on, guys, help me out. Call out to me. Through the window. Through the screen. Through the... Yeah. Alright, let's get a... Maybe. Okay. So all this. Now, excuse me. A coffee died, so I'm going to get this out. And we're going to kind of distress some of these pieces, especially this. This needs its corners clipped because it has... I left the corners just because I like sticking them in here better. Because I can't cut a rounded corner, so it ends up being all wonky. Okay, and then I definitely want to put some... We'll go around it like this so we get dark, and then I'll see if I can't get a lighter layer of ink in the middle. Maybe with the brush. I don't know about lighter, but at least it looks more... So anyway, yeah, I finished watching Inspector Morse and I started watching Inspector Lewis. If you follow the series, Inspector Morse is Inspector Lewis's DI, like his... I would say his training officer, but he's like his mentor, I guess, kind of a deal. And then Lewis is about him becoming... getting promoted. He gets promoted and he gets his own guy to be a mentor for. And they're really good. It's a really good series. Both of them were really good, so. Alright, let's glue all this stuff down, shall we? So I'm going to go all the way down here like this. For the lace. We're just going to lay the lace in it. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to put this down. So, yeah, so I started watching that. I'm waiting for some of the shows on this side of the pond to come back. They're kind of, they're on hiatus for the holidays. And their hiatus has gotten longer. It used to be they were out for the holiday weeks, and then they came back when the holidays were over. So, like, next week they would be back. But I don't think that's what they do anymore. I think sometimes they don't come back till almost the end of February, so I don't know. So I have to wait and see when those shows start putting new episodes back, because I caught up. I have a thing that I was doing for a while where I wouldn't watch shows until like all the episodes were up, or I would start a new show and I would watch all the old ones and then I would wait. I guess it doesn't really matter where you wait. Either way, you're going to be waiting. But that's what I would do, so that I could binge an entire season, or at least not be delayed in seeing the season, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what we got so far. I like it. It's kind of cute. So I think that one's done for now. Except for its string. It just needs string. And I don't know what color string I would put on this. Maybe the brown and white, like this. I could also use embroidery thread, in which case I have lots more choices as far as colors go. But if I was going to use embroidery thread, I would most likely like put something on it to make it stiffer and hold together more. But anyway, so there's one all decorated, and then when you open it up, you've got a pocket here, and you've got a little, you got all that journaling space. Now, for this, you could either cover this whole flap. For example, I could take a piece of this and cover that whole flap because it's this paper, and it would kind of bring that through. Or I could just punch a circle. Let's see how wide that is. I don't think a 1-inch circle will fit. I don't think it will. Oh, yeah, it will. Okay. Or I could just punch a circle like this. Put a ton of glue on it. And stick it down like that. And then it covers up your brad and it kind of blends in. See? And so there's one all decorated. I think this would actually look really cute on here. Let's do string on another one. Yeah, I like that on there. Okay, so we'll do this. And then it's the same thing. So we're going to go under the policy closure thingy. I don't know what you call these. So we're going to go under the little circle. And then we're going to tie our knot. Like that. Okay, and like that. And then we're going to cut this. And there we have it. It's all set. And then you just wind it around. Again, I kind of didn't cut it long enough. I guess I need to cut my strings longer. But you get the idea. So we wind that around like that, and then there you go. You've got yourself a little, and it's all closed up and ready to tuck in a pocket or go in a book or whatever. Okay? I think these are really cute. So let's see. What do we want to do with the solid ones? Are a little bit harder to decorate. But should we tie that pink in? Definitely not like that. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to tear it away from its top. I know. Heavens be, she's bunching lace again. I know. the idea here is going to be, we're going to bunch it along, let's see. Nope, it's going to go like that because these are hyacinths or something and they're that way round. Okay, so where did my glue? I buried my glue gun, guys. I don't know why it should be any different. I bury everything else, so it might as well join the party. So, and I have a stick out here waiting because this is... Alright, so we're going to go up along here. We're going to lay this down. Okay. Let's go down that. And ooh, that was a lot to do at once. Alright. Now, I'm going to cut this off here. Alright. And I was thinking that we could do a little bit along one side of the flap. So just along one side, maybe. I don't know. I can't decide if I like that actually. All right. But what I can do, I have these cute little Easter pictures. I'll put one of these on here. Look at him riding his little Easter egg bike. I'm not sure those wheels would work real well, but that's kind of cute. I'm going to cut this because I don't necessarily want to use it all on here, but I might use some of it on here. Kind of at an angle, and then I can cut, that will interfere, so I might cut that off, but okay. And then I could tuck some paper under him. I'm looking at all the little scrappy doos I've got on my desk, and I'm wondering if I could use... Oh, you know what I could use? I do have some laying over here somewhere. I don't know what I did with them, though. I have some music scraps. I also have these scraps from those... Remember those pads I told you I had? You know, these notepads? I've got some, like, ooh. Something like that. Is that too pink? It's like too purpley pink. No, I kind of like it. Let's move all of this back up here out of my way. I still want... I have music scraps laying around here somewhere. It's driving me nuts that I can't find them. See? All that cleaning up, I found my music stuff. Okay. What if I did... do this part down here that's got lots of interest. Tuck it on there like that. Yes. Okay. All right, let's get this stuff down. Okay, so as I was saying, waiting for the American shows. I've told you guys before I'm a mystery buff, so I'm waiting for Tracker to come back. The one about the guy who people hire to find missing things. Mostly in the series it's been people, but I mean, it doesn't have to be people. He could hire you to find, you could hire him to find, I think he once had to find a horse, and he went looking for a dog. Nobody hired him to do it, but you'd have to watch the episode. It was circumstances where he found a dog and then somebody stole the dog out of his car, and then it was just a whole big thing. So, alright, let's put the lace down. I feel like there will be plenty holding the lace down, so if it's not all glued, that's okay. Excuse me, guys. I'm also waiting for them to put back up some more of the main FBI show. They released 3 of them. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the others. Actually, I can't say that. I'm not a huge fan of Most Wanted anymore. I liked it when it first came out, but I don't know. That one just, it didn't grow on me the way the other one did. They've also made a lot of changes to the cast. They keep changing people. And remember I talked about this once before. It's hard when a show takes out some of your favorite people and puts in new people, and you have to get used to new people. And I don't know. That's just, I don't like it when they do that. So, yeah. So people keep coming and going in that show. And then I've never actually watched the international one, so I don't know about that one. I think I said that before. I still haven't watched it. And what's funny is right now, while there's a break in the other shows because there's no new episodes coming up, this would be a good time to watch it if I was going to try it and see if I liked it. This would be a good time to do it. Because, the other thing that they just released, and I only have watched one so far, they just released new episodes of one that I read. It's called Dalgleish. It's British. It's on Acorn. I know I'm like an walking advertisement for British television. It's on Acorn, and it is... Oh my gosh, I just realized how long we've been going. It's based on some book. Well, a lot of them are based on books. They say it at the beginning. Okay, now this one might need a number. I know I just said we needed to stop, but I need to finish this one, and then we can stop. That's too big. I feel like I'm always trying to put these big numbers on here, and it doesn't work. Wait, what's this one right here? This color. I like this color right here. What's that? Don't want to put it down here. That's too small. Wait, don't I have a middle? I do. I knew that wasn't the middle one. Wait, that's still small. Do I not have that color in the middle one? I must. Ooh. Might put that on there. I don't like the gray. Although I could change it a little bit. That might fill it in just enough. I don't think there's any labels I want to use. I just want to finish this one off, guys, I promise. And then I'll quit. I want something small. Maybe one of these itty tiny ones that I have on this front piece here. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see what I'm rummaging in by the time I edit this, but what about something like that? And then this little guy. Okay. I'll tell you what though. I really need to just have some days where I can sit in front of my computer and do nothing but work on digital kits and digital extras and make my stuff that I want to make. I have all these ideas in my head and I have not had time to sit down and do any of them. It drives me crazy. Not to mention the fact that, you know, I'm just old and I get all these ideas and in one side of my brain and out the other they go, and then I sit down in front of my computer and I'm like, okay, what did I want to do? That's pretty much how that goes. So now the other thing is, of course, is you could put something on the flap. I mean, you don't have to, but you could. And I probably down the road would, but I don't know. Okay. I actually really like the way this is turning out. Okay, which I suppose is a good thing since I'm making it. But all right, so that's that. And there you go. Okay, so we did two. I did put string on the one that I did. And then I have this one that I need to put string on. And I think these are really cute, guys. We made all of these. And like I said, you can do whatever to the inside. You can put pockets in here. Not that pocket because it's got a little circle cut in the middle of it. But actually, you know what I could do? No, said I'd let you go. There we go. That's better. I'm hoping that's short enough. Almost. Okay, so we're going to put this little pocket in here. It's a little... All right, guys. So this was Tina's day 50. I can't believe we're halfway through. I am ecstatic that I made it halfway. Now I'm hoping that I can make it the rest of the next 50 without too much of a problem. But we'll have to see how things go because we are in cold season. The other thing is I haven't had to do co-op, and this time around, when co-op starts back up, I'm teaching, so I have to keep that in mind because I'm going to have to dedicate time to that. And yeah, it's just going to be, it's another one of those things where this was one of the reasons I was trying to do filming ahead and it didn't work out. I put glue over too far because I forgot this is too wide. So we're going to cut this off. And then we will glue it back down on that side. So yeah, so I'll be getting in here as often as I can. And there you go. Cute, right? I love it. Okay. So yeah, these are fold outs with a flap. And then we made this little one. Don't forget, you can make them as big as you want. So you got this little guy here. And yeah, I mean, what's not to love? But these are a lot of fun, guys. Give them a shot. And I will see you tomorrow with whatever fun, exciting project that brings. So make sure you go out. Don't forget, I haven't been saying it recently, but don't forget, my description box has a link for Tina's playlist for this whole thing. And you can cheat and look ahead, or maybe you already know and you're not cheating at all. But yeah, you can go see what tomorrow's is going to be and, you know, come and craft along with me. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, guys.